What's going on, everybody? Got a full 18-hole course vlog here for you. This is Cheam Mountain Golf Course. It's an 18-hole executive course, and the premium here is on wedges, approach play, chipping, putting, all the things I need to work on, all the big weaknesses in my game. So you're going to see a lot more content from me from here, because this is where we're going to get absolutely dialed in to fix the crap that is some aspects of my game. Now, what is crap is this lag putt. It was into the wind. The hole was playing 141 into the wind. It hit and then spun back a little bit, and then that was a poor lag putt, and then, just not a great start. So we're 1 over through 1, but that's fine. This is playing 146 downwind, hole number 2 here. What makes this place great is the greens are tons of contour. You have to hit the right spin windows. This actually landed about pin high and spun off the green entirely. Chipped it on. Thought it was going to bite a little more. It did not, but that's fine. Left us with this little short one. We clean it up. We move on. Now, the wind was in and the rain was coming, and this was just an absolutely insane hole. Crushed an 8-iron here. It just got destroyed by the wind. Ended up short. By the time I walked up here, as you guys can see, it was full rainbow, and the wind was gone, and the rain was gone. This chip was also very saucy. Nice little high cut spinner in there, nice and tight. We leave with a par, and we are 1 over through 3. Hole 4 here, just a short little wedge, 105 to the pin. Went with my 60 degree to just kind of loop one in there. Probably should have clubbed up to take some spin off, because this ripped back basically right off the green almost, which left us with this putt, and I was actually pretty pumped about this. One thing you'll notice, the difference between this putt and the putt on the very first hole, is I stopped using the line on my ball for big lags. I find that's a bit of an issue. Hole 5 here, this was playing 119. Hit a gap wedge here and was trying to hit it like low through the wind, and I just hit it a little too far, and it like kind of skipped through. So this is just another chip, and honestly, guys, the short game from practicing at this place has gotten really tight. I'm really excited. That would have not happened before. This hole here is super, super dicey, like turtle shell green, and if you land it short like I did, it rips right off. So if you don't land this correctly with the right spin window, you are screwed. As you can see, I'm a little screwed. But like I said, the short game from being at this spot has just gotten so much better. And I think this place is going to make me so much better of a golfer, just by virtue of like these kind of shots and having to kind of bail myself out of problems. This hole is the first par 4 of the golf course, 1 of 2. And was hoping to hit like a more of a cut, but the wind was kind of swirling, and I didn't really want to, get on any trouble. Had 45 to the pin from here, and it just checked up a little bit. Like, it's uphill from here. I probably should have given a little more sauce. I did not. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. That leaves us with this for birdie. And just not enough sauce to get up the hill, and probably played a little too much break on that one. But, we get out of here with a par. Not ideal, but no damage. We're still 1 over. Going into, this is the 8th hole here. Had 103 to this pin, and was trying to like drive a wedge in low, clubbed up, and wanted to kind of drive it in lower because I didn't want to spin it off the front here, and obviously just didn't give it enough. But the short game is spicy. We just kind of flipped this on there. Don't even bring the putter, and we're moving on. Hole number 9. This was playing 133 into the wind, and this was a punch 9-iron. And I actually felt really good about this. This was like exactly what I needed it to be. And this putt goes in. So we're back to even, which is phenomenal. Even through 9. Hole 10 here, 75 yards, and we just blow it. Oh, so unfortunate. Tried to hit a nice soft one in there, just hit it fat. This is kind of one of the big misses I'm working on right now. Now, it's better than line driving it through the hole, although I wish I drove this one a little more uphill towards the hole. That would have made my life a little bit better. And we're not going to make this putt either, which is phenomenal. So we just give that back to go 1 over. Again, through 10. Yeah, so tough start to the back 9 here. This one was 105. So as you can see, a lot of similar yardages here. I was pumped about this one. This landed pin high, but just ripped right off. So probably should have clubbed up and worked on the spin control. That's something I do need to kind of work on. Although, guys, I'm just happy to be getting these airborne and at least within a reasonable distance. A couple weeks ago, that was a line drive right off the back of the green. So this, believe it or not, is progress. But the chipping's been really good. The up and downs have not phased me once, which is great because this place can really test you on that front. And that's really good. This is the second of the par fours, and it's kind of a hidden green. If you hit this high cut here, you can kind of drift over. And as you can see here, it was nice. Didn't drift over as much as we would have liked, but that's fine. We're just on this like kind of down slope, ball below our feet. I hit this good. It just released and kind of went farther than I had anticipated. As you can see, it's a little wet at the front because of the insane weather we had. And I honestly thought I had this the whole way. Looks like I pulled it a touch, but just a little bit of a vicious lip out. But look at that mountain in the background. It's phenomenal. This hole is 105, so just a lot of kind of the same yardages. Tried to hit a little bit of a nice soft draw in there. Just caught the left edge. And this green is another one where you really got to manage your spin, especially to this pin placement. And yeah, it just unfortunately didn't cash this one, but no damage. We're one over. This one was interesting. I had 116 to this pin. I thought I brought this in low enough with enough and just blew it right over. And being back there is a really tough shot. And I was really pumped about this. This was a really nice soft lob to bring it in. And we're going to convert this putt to, again, avoid any damage, which is like phenomenal. That would have been a guaranteed bogey before. This hole here, we had 138 to this one. This hole is super tough. Green slopes hard, like back to front with a kind of left to right as well. And to keep it on the green coming in is pretty tough. So was very excited with this. As you kind of see, like, barely touched that putt and it was ready to run away from me as hard as I could. But we clean it up and no damage there. Kind of this hole and the next two holes are like the bear trap of this golf course. This hole here is insanely difficult. Pin is in the middle here, and you really have to manage the spin. I was very pumped with this because if you hit the ball anywhere remotely short of this pin, it is ripping off the front and way, way off the green. So getting it to this point, and honestly, it just needed a little more speed, and I would have cashed that putt. The greens are rolling pure. It's just a bummer. This hole is, in my opinion, the hardest green to hit, maybe in an entire province. Super tight green. You have to manage your spin so carefully and pray it doesn't spin off. So thankful it stayed up, which is great, which leaves us with this putt, and just left it. Just needed to go a little bit higher. It was like not a bad read, but whatever. Again, no blood. We're good. We're one over going into 18. Now 18 is playing 190, but it's playing downwind. So we hit just like a nice little punch 7-iron here. Pin high left us with this putt. A little bit slopey. As you guys can see, I'm going to pull it a touch, which is probably should have pulled it a little more to give it a chance to even sniff the hole. But this is good. One over through 18, a little swish at the end. A lot of positives. As you guys can see, this is a drastic jump from where I started the offseason, right? Like my chipping was nowhere near where it needed to be. And at least now I don't feel so mortified every time I have to chip to get up and down. It is definitely way more comfortable and something I actually look forward to hitting these shots because I'm excited to see what I can do. Full swing wedges obviously need a little more work and a little more finesse. Spin control, distance control, just being able to be more precise, those kind of things definitely need more of that. However, it is way better to at least be where I'm at now than line driving them through the green, which is where I very much was earlier in the offseason. So that's a huge progress. We're just going to keep grinding on this. Stay tuned. There's going to be plenty of videos of this place. This place is going to get me dialed to where I need to go with the greens. Everything about this is going to be hugely impactful for my game. So going to keep grinding, going to keep practicing. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next one.